lives. Today's game will be Eurogo 2012. We're just hours before the actual games begin, and which will also indicate in Poland the start of the Ultimate Drunk Fest, as we call it, but that's another topic. So the game is available for free for the iPad, iPhone, Android, and Facebook. So we will begin by choosing our nationality, because I heard some people just want to play another country than Poland, which is ludicrous, but hey, everybody wants a different thing. So yeah, let's begin again. At one point, we will begin off with just short tutorial, but yeah, let's go for the option first. And the options are many. You can choose the quality of the video, because your smartphone may be not as smart as you think. Yeah, so as mentioned, we're going through the tutorial. And yeah, actually I did not mention what the game is. It's basically a penalty shootout. A penalty shootout of this, your favorite football or soccer game, depending on the country you come from. Basically, you go through the vibes by swiping your finger across the screen, and wherever you swipe it, the ball should go more or less there. And there we go, our first goal of the game, and the first goal in the Polish Euro 2012. Probably the only one, but yeah. And yeah, because talking about penalty shootout game is a very good topic for 10 minutes, but bear with me, we will try. By tilting the smartphone, you move your goalkeeper around, and by tapping the screen you tell him where to try to catch the ball, and that's how the game is played. Of course, the physics collision is present, so you can actually shoot from the bars if you're thinking you're good enough to actually achieve that. We did not. We tried though. So it's 1-1, and we have finished the tutorial. Now we can skip to the real game, which looks absolutely the same. But hey, it's a penalty shootout game, and maybe a quite fun game to play at the bar, for example, with your other friends, because you can of course play the game multiplayer with 2 people. How much do you? Not more is needed. And we will finish this game, and later on we will actually show the video of how the game is played physically by putting a camera at it, but let's not jump to the facts just yet. It's free too, so hopefully we will manage to somehow beat the game, but yeah, free does not bid too well for us. And yes, we're continuing the game. As I did mention, it's a very good topic to talk about, a penalty shootout. Alright, so it's 4-4, so we're almost done at this point. And we will move forward to the facts that we mentioned before. And yeah, actually, the fact that the game is free may be a very appealing fact, because let's face it, the smartphone versions and the mobile, not the mobile, but the PSP versions of both PS and FIFA are just horrible. They're horrid. They should never have made it out of the big consoles or the big PC screen, because it's just making money out of your fans, which for absolutely no quality whatsoever. And let's just say it, because that's actually the way it is. And yeah, when we began another game, and yeah, this time knowing what we're doing more or less, we of course mastered the game after the tutorial. So this probably will take you a bit longer time, we're just that good. Yeah, also the pace of your swipes and the curve to it adjust the physics on how the ball actually flies to the game. And yeah, I think we saw enough of the single player match for now, and we will skip to the next thing. Is the second part of the video as mentioned, and this time we will see how the game is actually physically played outside of the computer screen. We have our iPhone here and the game is starting, and in the background you can see the game run through a Facebook application. Just run full screen, that's why you don't see the actual Facebook, which is always a good thing. Right, so we will begin with just basically choosing the multiplayer and having an enormous advertisement preventing us from choosing any options. Yes, you can see our internet here. Go back. Yeah, right. Of course, we could minimize the advertisement, but it's just more fun having it there. Right, so we are hosting our game, creating it basically through our mobile device, which is also called an iPhone in some places, and some people even think it's a smartphone, I don't know why. Anyway, so we have begun our game on our device, again, not a smartphone, and we will join it through our computer, because it's ours. We bought it, we really did. Right, so that's our game. And our game's loading, yeah, and basically we are now connected. Unfortunately, it's just one person playing really, so we won't be able to do actual defending, but doesn't really matter. We will do our best to do it anyway. And yeah, we're just beginning the game, and you can see how it's connected through the devices. We basically see the same thing from a different angle. And you can even talk to other people while it, because it's always a good idea to talk to the person you're trying to beat. We will try to be censored here and not curse too much, because well, actually there's no reason for it, but we chose it that way for your viewing pleasure, or the lack of it. You be the chooser. Yeah, so we're going ahead. We will try not to hit the goal now and be very successful, just because we, as mentioned, know how to play the game perfectly, and we know how to avoid the goal perfectly, as does our national team. But let's not jump to the conclusions just yet. We will be able to see it in a few hours on the big screen. Yeah, so we made a bit of a jump cut there. It's 3-4, almost end of the game. Later on we will flip the situation where we try to run the game from the actual Facebook application and see if we fail miserably or not. Fun. Better stay tuned for that part. Yeah, so we basically won against ourselves. This calls for some therapy sessions, I guess, but yes, we are the better men of ourselves. And as well, we have very nice cut and fingernails. Right, so we're sharing our score to our Facebook wall for others to see and hopefully play with us, because that's the way. You can see our wall here, and I won a match against myself. I'm awesome. You can see the whole replay of the match, and yeah, be enough internet to actually join the game and try for yourselves. So yeah, this time, as mentioned, we're trying to run the application and host the game from Facebook. So we began the game. We'll begin the game again. This time it even begun. So yeah, we're going, and you can see the game actually managed to go through Facebook, and we will face ourselves again in a grueling match against our mentality. There we go. You can perfectly see that it's actually not cheating or any fake Photoshop. mystification, it actually does run. You have to take our word for it. Actually, no, wait, you don't. Try for yourself. We do recommend it because, well, if your team doesn't do well enough, you can try if you're actually any better. And you probably will be, I'm sorry. This is how the game is played. Yes, and of course we will go through the whole vibe that you saw it many times before, and yeah, by now you probably have a very good idea of how the game is played and whether you like it or not. And remember, it is free, so you have nothing basically to lose, and it may be a fun way to spend your time. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next video.